Hello all, welcome to my channel Nachiketa Solutions. Today I am going to showcase you how this rich dad and pure dad will operate. Okay. Basically, this concept as mentioned by our great author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. Based on his concept, I just bring my own idea on this. Okay. The framework, I want to show the framework how the poor dad will operate and what is his thinking process. Based on that, his thinking process, how will become a poor and more poor. Okay. The basic difference between a rich dad and poor dad is the first one will be the mindset. Mindset. Okay. Both will earn the money, but the way they plan, the way the thinking process is difference. That only make the difference. Okay. Initially, the poor dad also will get whatever he will tell. He will tell study well. We will get money, put that money and use that money to all of your expenses. Will obviously he will increase the money, but the expenses and the assets building, he never plan to any building of any assets and all. He will always try to invest in more on books, more on cars, more on the home appliances. If he used to buy a lot of books, but he never shown up, he never thought of finishing all those books and try to implement in life. That is the mainly mindset problem he will face. And building assets also, once he got any increment, he will always try to tend to buy an own house, which will become like that. That his thinking is buying an own asset is an main motto of the main motto. Okay, buying own asset is also main motto one, but problem is it will take out the money from your pocket. Okay, it will take out the money and the assets which need to be bought should be, it will generate an income for to pocket. But the poor dad is always thinking about is buying a lavish house, lavish car and all those things, and he never thought of this cash flow. And there should be the money needs to come out of from our pocket, should always go to the government taxes and all. He never thought about how to build this cash flow, how we can bring more money to the our pockets. That's why the poor dad will always become poor. And if you see the rich dad process, this is the framework which will adapt by the rich dad, and he will always concentrate on his money in income growth. He will invest his money into the acquiring new skills, acquiring new person. If there is any lack of knowledge, he will try to put the invest on the persons who is having the knowledge, and he will reduce all his expenses. Reduce in the sense what is want and what is need. He will segregate based on that. He will calculate his expenses, and he is always put the investment on the return of amount. If we bought any asset, he also used to buy the uh, real estate business, real estate plots and all, but he will wisely invest it. Once he bought a real estate asset, he will check for what is the expense, what is the liability, what is the loan amount it will get, Based on that, whether how much rental income it may generate, and maybe what is the next future, near future, how much appreciate it will get. All these things will be calculated as part of the assets. And he try to reduce his level liabilities. He never invest in whenever he never invest in the home which he want to stay in that home. That will never give him any amount. He will always invest his uh, money into the assets which will grow, which will bring more money to his pockets. That's how he build the cash flow, and based on his cash flow, once his expenses and his compared to his expenses and his cash flow and passive income, then he will become he will come out of this rat race and he will become a financial freedom. His process will be always a cash inflow. How the cash will be inflow to him, based on that only he will operate. This is the framework for rich dad. I will always people. I am sharing this for you to implement your mindset process change and build your cash inflow process and become rich. Thank you. Thank you for giving opportunity. Please subscribe my channel, Nachiketa Solutions.